Hi guys, it's me Courtney, and today we're back with another video, and we are talking about weight loss medication drugs, GLP-1s, whatever you want to call it. Medical term will be GLP-1s, so we're talking about Wegovy, Rybelsus, Trulicity, B-Sides, all that good stuff. Stay tuned and watch to the end, so I'll tell y'all which one I'm on. Even though I know someone's gonna say it, but you just had the surgery. Just hold tight. We'll be back. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about all these GLP-1s, weight loss medication drugs. So that is Trulicity, B-Sides, Victoza, Wegovy, Rybelsus, Saxenda. I feel like I'm forgetting some, but yeah, all those. Now, all those medications that I just named are GLP-1s, weight loss medication, sub-Q injections. So you have to give yourself a shot either every day or once a week. Backstory, how I know all this. I used to work with a endocrinologist where I gave, patient education on all these medications and all this stuff. Now, these medications are mainly they're supposed to be used for someone that is pre-diabetic, type 2 diabetes, and it pretty much lowers their A1C, and it also helps with weight loss. Now, it's clinically proven that all these medications have drastically helped several people lose weight. So many providers are giving it to their patients to lose weight. Now, a patient, you and I, cannot get this medication if we do not have type 2 diabetes. You have to be pre-diabetic in order to get the medication. Now, a lot of times, even in office, in my personal experience, I would see, the provider just try it, and the insurance will kick it back and say, hey, Courtney isn't pre-diabetic, so why are you prescribing this medication? Which then the provider or myself will have to provide lab work and basically an explanation on why this patient should have this GLP-1 even though they're not type 2 diabetic. Now, a lot of times all the time, the insurance will just be like, no, without that diabetes diagnosis. And you have to follow up with lab work. So it's not like your provider can just say, hey, I want you on this medication and we're going to say you're diabetic. It has to be proven, which means, you have to have lab work and submit your A1C and everything else to your insurance company, and then they will approve it. The only way that you can actually get your hands on these medications is if you are just like filthy rich. Your prescriber can prescribe it to you and you can pay out of pocket for it, but all these medications are extremely expensive, guys. Like, when I tell you they're expensive. Like, no one wants to pay thousands of dollars, $800 for one pen. Like, that is crazy. And even with a coupon code, they're still expensive. So I think the only one that's really not that expensive is Rybelsus, and that is the oral one. Is still a GLP-1, but it's an oral medication instead of you taking a weekly shot or a daily shot. Now, it sounds bad when you hear shots because it is a shot that you have to give yourself either weekly or bi-weekly, depending on the medication that you choose. Weekly, bi-weekly, or daily. That's kind of how they all go. Whichever, just depends on which one you're given. But the shots are not that bad. I personally have done Saxenda, I have done Victoza, and I have done Ozempic. I haven't done anything else. I think I tried Trulicity just because I think that was a one-time thing, but that wasn't like a weight thing that I wanted to, experience. But a lot of times when I'm like, when I was like demonstrating the pens and everything, if I knew it wasn't gonna do me no harm, I wanted to basically be like hands-on with the patient, so I would like try it myself and just see how they will feel, so I can like tell them how to do it and whatever. So I did try that one time, but yeah, that was a one-time thing. So I tried 4 of them, and I am not against any of these medications because they actually do work. They do what they're supposed to do, okay? And the bonus is you will lose weight on these medications. Now, the downfall of the medications is, one, the price. Even with insurance, they're still a little expensive unless you have like fantastic insurance. but they're a little pricey. And far as the weight goes, like everyone wants to be on these medications because of the weight, despite your A1C. Like people just want to be on them because they're supposed to help you lose weight, which they do. But from what I've seen, being in the office and everything, the weight comes back just as fast if you don't do what you're supposed to do. Now, a lot of these medications are like really like sensitive to the gut, as in like you can't eat everything that you would normally eat before. You can't eat a lot of fried foods, if any at all. Anything that like holds a lot of grease, you will get completely sick. And this is why like people, I feel like, don't do really well on these GLP-1s, because if you're not ready to really switch up and change your eating habits and the way you're doing your daily lifestyle and eating and everything, you're not going to be successful on these GLP-1s. I personally did experience weight loss, but I stopped taking them. I honestly wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, and I wasn't really serious about losing weight, to be completely honest with you. And then I found I was pregnant, and that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I am totally not against these medications at all. So if you're a person that is, one, overweight, and two, pre-diabetic, or you may think that you're pre-diabetic and surgery isn't your go-to thing, I highly recommend, going to your provider and talking to them about one of these. But you have to be serious and you have to be ready, because doing these injections and taking these pills, that pill Rybelsus, you're going to be wasting your time and your money if you're not ready. So, fast forward to now. Here I am. I am a year and a half out from having the gastric sleeve, and I'm not pre-diabetic, thank God, anymore. I'm not pre-diabetic, and I had to turn to a doctor because I was hitting a stall and my weight hasn't moved in so long. So I found a clinic, and I was talking to the provider, which she's amazing, by the way, and she was going over my different options or whatever, and she told me, she was like, well, if your insurance covers Wegovy, she really wanted me to be on Wegovy, and I was just like, ugh. I already know that's expensive, and she doesn't even know my back history, but I know about all these already. So I'm like, I really didn't want to be taking injections either. So she told me about phentermine, which I'm highly aware of phentermine. I've been on phentermine before. Phentermine is not a GLP-1, as in it's a weight loss medication, but it does not help with support type 2 diabetes or anything. It's pretty much just like an appetite suppressant, and it gives you crazy energy. Now, I feel like that's the difference between the GLP-1s and the phentermine. The GLP-1s that I have tried, energy was not a thing. Now, what I do like about the phentermine is like I said, it gives you crazy energy. There's actually 2 doses on it. You have a 15 milligram and a 37.5. I say the 37.5 milligrams, but I cut them in half, because doing a 37.5 is like a full pill is too much for me. I'll be jumping off the walls, getting everything done, and then it's not a crash, but it's a crash, if that makes sense. See, and then other ones, they don't make you feel that way. So I feel like that's the difference between those two. And then did I mention that it doesn't help with diabetes? So if you have type 2 diabetes, it's not going to lower your A1C or anything, but it does help. Now with the phentermine, you will experience headaches, because it is a drastic appetite suppressant. So if I take it in the morning, I can go all day without eating. Now that's where you go wrong, because you're still supposed to eat on it, but you have to make yourself eat, whether it be a bite of something, a snack, or something. You still have to eat on it. The GLP-1s, on the other hand, they are appetite suppressants. They do, and you do get cotton mouth. I feel like with all of them, including the phentermine. But the cotton mouth, whenever you're on a GLP-1 or anything that's an appetite suppressant, the cotton mouth is really just supposed to encourage you to drink the water. So you're supposed to drink water. Anytime you get cotton mouth, you're supposed to be like, ooh, I need some water. I feel like that's where the main difference in the GLP-1s and the phentermine. Like I said, I did start taking phentermine because I was hitting a long stall, and it finally broke, and I'm extremely grateful. I'm not even taking offense like I'm supposed to. I'm kind of like experiencing with my own body, and I'm supposed to take it every day in the morning, a half a pill. She told me I could take either the half a pill or whole pill, but I know myself, so I've been only taking the half, and I don't take it every day. I take it maybe every 2 days, every other day, because I still feel like sometimes I don't really experience a crash, but I feel like that energy kind of just like overlaps to the next day, if that makes sense. And sometimes I can find myself not even hungry that next morning, so I don't really want to build up a tolerance for it, if that makes sense, what you can do to medications. So that's how I'm taking it. I don't want to be on it long, and I also feel like with the phentermine versus the phentermine and all these GLP-1s really have to be motivated to, you know, want to do the work, because like it gives me a lot of energy, but it's just like, all right, what am I going to do with this energy? You're really supposed to be moving, working out, doing, you know, activity, whatever it is that you do to, you know, get active and everything. So with that being said, I feel like the GLP-1s are more so like, don't eat this, if that makes sense. Because the phentermine, I can eat whatever I want to, but these GLP-1s, when I told y'all, they would have you feeling nauseous and sick to your stomach. It is ridiculous. Like, I don't like it. I actually have a pen in there. A lot of them are dose pens. Some of them aren't. Some of them are just like one injection, throw it away. But the ones that I've taken were like dose pens, and I'm gonna show y'all. So this is, which one? This is a Saxenda pen. Don't ask me why I still have this, but I do. It's very much old, inspired already. But this is a Saxenda pen. And like I said, this is a dose pen. You have the needle on the top, and it doesn't hurt at all. It's sub-Q, so it just goes right underneath your skin. And yeah, the medicine is already in here. It's still medicine in here. Never even used it. Versus this one, it's completely empty because the dial went all the way up, if that makes sense. Do you see it? So that one's empty. And the doses are right here. So for like the first week, you'll be on like 0.6, and then you'll dial it up again, and then you'll be on 1.2, 1.8, 2.4, 3.0, and that's the highest. And then to inject it, of course, you just hit this button, and then it'll like squirt out or whatever. But so this is the pen, and this is what it looks like, and this is what pretty much all of them look like. This Wegovy, Victoza, Ozempic, Rybelsus is a pill. Yeah, all of them look like this. If it's an injection, majority of them look like this. Except it's like Trulicity is like a one-time thing. It's just one pen, you throw it away. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Do recommend, you know, like I said, if surgery is not your route, but you still want to lose weight and you are pre-diabetic, I highly recommend, you know, you going to your provider and talking about GLP-1s and whatnot, okay? Hopefully you guys found this video really helpful. What really prompted this video, honestly, I saw someone on my Facebook, on one of the Facebook groups, and they were talking about them, and she was just saying how is everybody getting on these medications pretty much, and like, why are we on them? And I understand, because it's just like, you just had surgery, why are you taking a weight loss medication? But everyone's different and everybody's body is different, and sometimes people need an extra boost, and I feel like I needed an extra boost. I needed you know, so no judgment here. If you are taking them, continue, and if you want to try them, go for it. I say do whatever you feel is best for you at the end of the day. But my opinion on them, I think they are wonderful medications. But I also say, just be careful. Be really mindful of them GLP-1s, y'all, because I'm telling you, they will make you sick. It will make you sick. You cannot eat everything that you used to eat on those medications. So hopefully you guys found this video very helpful, and that was just my honest opinion on them. And yeah, be sure to make sure you subscribe to my channel, and you can catch me on my Facebook and my Instagram. I'll link everything below, and give me a follow there. I'm not posting there for a while because I'm doing a little social media detox for my own personal reasons. So yeah, I'm not posting, but you can still follow, and I'll see y'all when I get back. Tell me your opinion. If you've taken one of these GLP-1s, tell me your opinion on them and all that good stuff. All right, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.